What do I know? I've been working in marketing for years. I've been working in sales, business development. I've built companies, startups. So what am I missing? So what I eventually did is I took the knowledge that I knew from building businesses offline. Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, and if you are a returnee, an online boss, welcome back. My name is Tanya. For those that don't know me, I'm a business coach and marketing strategist, and I work with people of influence such as authors, course creators, coaches, consultants, influencers, content creators to create businesses that they love and no longer need an escape from, and that is done through amplifying their message so they can attract high-paying premium clients and opportunities. So today's video is a quick one. I hope it is, but it's actually around a conversation, a post that one of my mentees made, and I'm probably gonna put up the post right here. And I wanted to discuss to have a conversation around your why, because the reason why you actually can engineer success in your life, why you can actually get to the top of the mountain and actually like create the life that you want, is often driven by your why, which is your vision and your purpose. So I'm quickly going to read this post that one of my mentees made, and I'll share it with you here on screen, and then I'm going to elaborate as to how I've been able to make these moves that she's mentioning. So Crania writes, do you know that one person in your life who precisely predicts their next move, nominations and successes in just short-term cycles, and they happen? Well, I have that person, an ultimate business Olympics coach. That is actually what my clients call me, and I don't want to scatter the energy, but wow, I've been wowing since the year started, and on random chats we always go like, watch out Africa, there's new energy on your soil, a storm likened to that of a meteor shower, and many will be dazzled and many will be left still wondering when, where, why, and how. Now, let me quickly elaborate, and I'm so grateful that actually I get to impact people in such a way to encourage them and show them that it is possible. But here's the thing. 5 years ago, had you told me that, Tanya, this will be your life, I would tell you you are on some strong-ish. And that ish that you are smoking, you need to ask your dealer back for it. So 5 years ago, I think 2018, when a client had told me that I could make money for myself trading under my own name as a mentor, as a coach, as a course creator, I told him that he was dreaming and he was on some strong-ish. Now, some background information for those that are new. A few years ago, I quit corporate because I was tired, burned out, and exhausted, because I was tired of always traveling, never having time for my son. I am a single mother, and I felt doomed if I worked, doomed if I didn't. And on one day, I was away for a trip, and 7 o'clock, the kinder school calls me that my son is still at school and he never got picked up, and I was in another city for work, and that moment broke my heart. I sank to the floor of my hotel room. Now, I decided that I needed to make a difference. I felt like I had a child, and one minute he was a baby, the next minute he was 7, 8, and I didn't know what happened to the time, and that was because I worked so much that sometimes on Sundays I'll go to the office and bring him with and sit with him in the office so I could get through work. So that wasn't life. So I decided I needed to quit, and I found out about freelancing through a platform called Quora. So I researched and I figured like I know a couple of things and I can start doing that. So I started freelancing as a course designer and a copywriter, finable to really anything that could make me money. So as I'm doing that, I'm selling courses, selling the copyrights and rights to my knowledge to other people, and making some decent money. Like I was like, okay, this is life. I could do this for the rest of my life. And one day, one client, I think he had come back for a second course. I had done a previous course for him. He did quite well. And he told me that, why don't you do it for yourself? You're clearly brilliant at this. You know what you're saying. Instead of selling your knowledge and letting other people trade your knowledge as their own, why don't you just sell it as yourself? And I clearly told that man that no one would want to learn from an African girl. I'm an African girl. I'm a single mother. Seriously, and nobody trying to learn nothing from me. Now, that was rooted in some deep-ish, some bad beliefs that I had about myself, that had stemmed also from the fact that I was a teen mom, and I had heard a whole lot of things when I got pregnant, and I had incorporated those beliefs as a set of beliefs that I wasn't good enough for anything because I had a child as a teenager. So that's a bracket I wanted to open there, and how we form beliefs. So those many things like they already are. You're selling your knowledge. We are selling it as our own, because as a white label copyright, a white label course creator, I was selling the rights to them to use my knowledge as their own and sell it. And they were going on to make some tremendous amount of money, which I wasn't, because I would sell it for $300 or $400-$500, and they'll go on to make thousands and thousands of dollars off of my knowledge, and I couldn't claim it. Now, think about it. I didn't know better, and I don't necessarily advise anybody to go down that route if they ever wish to become a well-renowned course creator. So I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. This is impossible. But the knowledge is taken stem in my mind, and it kept playing, the cassette kept playing in my head. And one day I told myself, why don't I check, are there any other African that is doing this, that is impacting, that is teaching and everything? So I get online as YouTube. I start looking for African international motivational speakers, coaches, mentors. Boom. I see Vusi Tembekwayo. I see Dr. Dambisa Moyo. I see people such as Tony Illumina. I think I first found Tony Illumina, and well, he made his money in banking. That is definitely not me. I'm a single mother in a flat, living with my family in Belleville. That definitely isn't me. But his story definitely inspired me. And eventually I found Vusi Tembekwayo, and I was blown. I was blown because this was my peer, essentially, 80 baby, and we don't have that much of an age difference, who was doing some amazing ish. So I started eventually researching how to do that, but I wasn't too, ready for it. So one day I'm talking to a friend, and often she will call me for advice. And one day she told me, her name is Ayanda, and she told me, Tanya, do you know that you could actually make money doing what you do? Because a lot of people call you because you've clearly built a business. At the time now, I had a relocations business where I worked online primarily, and I never had an office, but I had some major clients from different parts of Africa. She's like, people would love to learn from you. You're clearly doing something amazing. You are amazing at listening to people and walking them through decisions. And people are making a ton of money doing this in the school coaching. Oh, really? I've heard that before, but I've actually never paid attention to it. So now this girl is trying to get online, start selling her knowledge, start coaching. Now, one thing I did, I was like, okay, I discounted everything that I knew prior to becoming a coach, and I decided that no, I was a newbie. And this is a mistake that most coaches make when they'll become coaches. They start a coaching practice and they start a coaching business. They believe that they are newbies. You are not a newbie. You might be new at selling your knowledge for yourself, but you are not a newbie. You have extensive experiences in other aspects of your life. Now, this girl, she does that. So I'm trying to sell my knowledge for $50 a session. It is not happening. It is not happening. I eventually end up creating a program because obviously what is taught online is that look at everything that you know, look at what people would pay for and sell that. Now, what I knew was funnel building, was course designing, was copywriting. So I created a package around that and sold. And first time I undercharged, and eventually I started to raise my prices. I hired a coach because then I realized that something is missing here. What is my problem? Why is it everybody's winning and I'm out here and I know a whole lot more about these things, but I'm struggling to get clients? And then there I go, find a coach, and the coach is like, the problem isn't that you don't know nothing. The problem is that you don't believe that you deserve that kind of success, and it's stemmed into your beliefs and the mindset that you have. And there's something that she said in that program. In life, things are finite or infinite. You can choose to be an infinite being, or you can choose to be a finite being. An infinite being is one that is open to all possibilities. And the finite being is one that is limited in their way of thinking. And that impacted me so much. So a girl is like, you know what, let me go back to the drawing board. What do I know? I've been working in marketing for years. I've been working in sales, business development. I've built companies, startups. So what am I missing? So what I eventually did is I took the knowledge that I knew from building businesses offline and decided to implement it online, and boom, things started changing. I built a community. I started getting clients, and I started getting out there. People started recognizing my leadership, my thought leadership in the industry. Now, at the time, something else happened. As I was enrolling people in my program, Course Creation Accelerator, Course Creator Accelerator, I wasn't happy. Because when I started analyzing things, it wasn't really what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was definitely impact people and help people create businesses. But it wasn't about courses. It was more about helping them create businesses, because that's what I had loved doing. When I looked back, the one reason I often chose to work with startups was because I loved the challenge of taking a business from 0 to 100. So I then redesigned my offers, what I had to offer. And at the time, as we are, I had a team, as we are trying to enroll people into the program, and they are, of course, going through an internal program, training program. They tell me that, Tanya, the internal program is actually what people want. That's what people, when we meet people, we get on meeting sales calls, people are looking for the solution that you are teaching internally. Why don't we turn this program into a program that we sell? And this is now my co-author, Easy Sales Blueprint. Easy Sales Blueprint was initially an internal program that I designed to help me build my business and to help people that I would hire and bring into my team, like, learn how to be killers in marketing and sales. And that is how I eventually started selling Easy Sales. And I love that program. When I designed that program, I loved it because it served the purpose that I always wanted to do, to help other people create businesses that they love and no longer need an escape from, and actually attract clients that they love working with, they love helping, they love having them in their lives. Because most of the time, as coaches, when we bring on clients in our lives, oftentimes, even after the coaching relationship, these people become parts of our lives. They become friends, they become people that you love dearly. And that is my why. Helping people build businesses that they love, no longer need an escape from, amplify their message, so that they can attract high-paying clients and opportunities, so that they can have freedom in their life, freedom to spend time with their family. Because my why at the start, now remember, we're going back to the start, when I started a business, when I became a freelancer, was because I wanted to be a present mother. I had been a mother who saw that she was absent because she worked so much and didn't really have time with her child. And I wanted that. I wanted to have a relationship with my son. I wanted to have time to go to see him grow, and not just feel like I felt then that It went from being a baby to 7, and I couldn't remember anything because I worked so much. So this is important that you actually understand your why. Now, if you you pay close attention, you will see 2 whys, and this is the reality of all successful businesses. You will have 2 why. You have your personal why, which is the one that your why. Maybe you just want more time, freedom to travel more. Maybe you want more time, freedom to retire your husband. Maybe you want more money to do ABCD. That's your personal why. But when you're creating your business, it cannot stay at just your personal why, because if it stays at just your personal why, you have struggles in order to grow it and scale it to high figures. Because in order to create high income months, you cannot do it just for you. And I remember I was in a mastermind call a few weeks ago, and there was recently one of the members created manifested, or what this like reached the $1 million mark with his business. And one of the things that he had said was that when you want to become a millionaire and you want to reach 7 figures, it cannot just be about you. So if you are trying to build a 7-figure business because you just want to be a millionaire, you will struggle to get there. You need to have a vision that is bigger than just you. You need to have a purpose that is bigger than just you. That is how you can get to those milestones. And secondly, you need to start being, you need to embody a 7-figure earner. Now, when it comes to embodying, there's a lot of talks about what it is to embody. And the biggest mistake people think that embodying is, it's that you need to first reach those milestones in order to see yourself as one. And that is where you struggle with creating the success that you desire. Embodying is essentially you believing already internally that you are at that level. Because when you believe internally that you are at that level, you start acting and making decisions as a person at that level. Then only then you can become. So you need to be before you become. So believe, behave as, and then become. That's the key to engineering a successful business. Now, I hope this quick video was helpful to you. If you want to know how you can do this in your own business, check out the description box. A link to our calendar to speak to one of my consultants or myself will be there, and we can get to talk how we can assist you in engineering success for your business. If you have a consulting coaching business, or you're also trying to create a mentorship, or you are a course creator trying to grow your business, or an influencer content creator trying to create a business from your personal brand. And on this note, I'll leave you with this. Also, don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link will be in the description box. And also, I have a free mini course in the description box. Land premium clients in 30 days. The link is there, and it's completely free of charge. You can download it and get into it. It's really good. People that have taken it has told me that it is as good as a paid program. So get in there and get your hands on that. On this note, I'll see you on the next one.